In 2021, you're going to see the increased use of digital workers as the first touch and for personalization of an interaction with a live agent. And that digital worker is going to stay with that live agent throughout the course of that interaction, helping to guide them. That's going to radically change the way agents interact with customers and change the CX experience.
In 2021, the customer is going to want to be more than just a transaction. So as AI and automation take on more of the lower level work in the CX space, the customer service agent has a much more meaningful role. And part of that role is really to protect the brand. And it's also to ensure that the customer feels very connected to that brand. So all in all, the customer service agent is going to have a pivotal role in developing that relationship with the customer and the brand. And companies that understand that and companies that will develop and utilize the tools to empower their customer service agents to ensure that the customers feel more connected to the brand are going to be the winners in 2021.
2021 is the year of feeling connected. Making sure customers feel connected to the brands they love, knowing that how they interact this year will be virtual, and keeping that experience as personal as possible. Just as important is the connection we have with our frontline employees. Making sure they're connected, engaged, and supported in a virtual environment is key to keeping our Ibex family connection strong and thriving.
My prediction for 2021, the employee experience is more widely important than ever. The recipe for success for winning organizations will be continuing to put its people first. Culture, the leadership, the communications, and as importantly, the tools and technology that the employees work on each and every day. So we must do everything we can to stay connected with them. Less friction, less pain equals employee satisfaction. And employee satisfaction equals increased productivity, increased retention, increased show rate. Everybody wins.
In 2021, I see an acceleration out of the pandemic, with successful organizations being able to drive digital and differentiated customer experiences. We're also going to see an increase in regulatory activities around data privacy, as well as the proliferation of the ecosystem. And that's just not businesses working together to create different points around the value chain, but also the customers themselves who are going to create social networks around brands.
2020 demanded a lot of us. We learned, we innovated. In a lot of ways, we learned new ways to innovate. And that's what 2021 is going to be about. Leveraging the unexpected wins for a more promising future. What do we learn about our customers? What do we learn about ourselves? The companies that are able to seamlessly scale the transformations of 2020 are the ones that are going to separate in 2021.
My prediction for 2021 is that we will see an increase in digital transformation initiatives across all industries. Obviously, the retail e-commerce space is leading the charge as more and more purchases start to happen online. But in addition to those verticals, I think we will also see the fintech, utilities, and healthcare industries also start to undergo a more profound digital transformation as they seek to provide a better buying experience for their customers.
The COVID crisis accelerated digital adoption in healthcare. McKinsey observed that we progressed 6 years in just 6 months' time. Telemedicine, remote patient monitoring, prescriptions by mail are just a few of the transformations that benefit both innovative providers and their patients. This lays the foundation for 2021 to be healthcare's Amazon moment. The patient has moved to front and center, and there's no going back.
From a healthcare perspective, I think you'll see next year a continuation of virtual care and remote medicine. You'll see an increase, I think, in at-home healthcare testing with companies like Everlywell, Let's Get Checked, and others. You'll see an increase in virtual primary care and house calls, companies like Heal, Ready, Dispatch Health. And finally, I think you'll see a big expansion of the hospital at home program that was just announced by CMS, where health systems can now treat acute conditions from the home.
A bit of a utopias 2021, where contactless payments, deliveries, and services are accelerated. There are more intelligent self-service options available for simple queries. And companies are investing in culture, leveraging customer insights, and focused on human-centered connection to create memorable experiences for both frontline employees and customers.
In my opinion, this year has taught us that 2021 needs to be the year where we reinvent to differentiate. Our clients are going to be looking for diversity and innovation to improve their customer connection and meet the needs of these changing times. Everyone is going to be focused on increased work from home and hybrid solutions. So what differentiates us is how we enhance that employee and customer connection by reimagining the entire employee lifecycle, starting from recruiting to remote training, day-to-day engagement, performance management, non-contact coaching, and enhanced compliance and security measures.
I think for 2020, we saw a giant work from home pivot for most organizations. I think for 2021, we're going to see the opposite. I think one of the things that we've discovered is that there's an incredibly important dynamic from a work environment with a crew and a team on a daily basis. And I think going forward, organizations are going to pitch forward hybrid models with work from home capacity from a redundancy perspective, but an emphasis on work on-site models for productivity, for team engagement, and for operational know-how in order to make sure that the operational prowess and efficiency get sustained in the long term.
My prediction for 2021 is that employee experience will be king. People need to know that their safety is important and that they work for a company that cares.
2020, curveball. My prediction for 2021 is that our customers will demand a high level of service to support them during these unprecedented times. With this being our new normal, our employees will demonstrate consistent flexibility in delivering maximum service to our customers.